Hello, Lulu. How's it going?
I'm very tired.
Understandable. Big hugs. We can skip a week if you need to.
Are you on stream right now?
I am on stream, but I can mute the audio if you want.
Yes, please.
No problem. tuned in, it probably was a little weird. Just the oh, is my speaker is not working?
Well, I think if someone came in like
Probably was
like
a little.
Azure
Oh,
or
is
something,
my
I hear you. Um, I have my phone on full blast. Um, but I think like Malcolm or the Azure or somebody would have come in and said something. So,
yeah.
especially if they had no knowledge that we needed to talk. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Ye. Very true.
oh, good.
Ye. Ye. Thanks for joining as well, Lulu.
Of course.
You're the
How's
best.
my mic?
What was that?
How's my mic?
You sound good.
Are you sure?
Yee.
Because I didn't say it last night, but I got a new mic, so I'm not using
Ooh.
the laptop mic.
I see. Yeah, no, you sound good.
I should sound a lot clearer and stuff.
Yeah, you sound good.
Dude.
All
Do
good.
you hear my fan or anything while I'm talking?
I haven't been hearing the fan. Like sometimes, if you're clicking something, I'll like hear that a little bit.
Oh yeah, because you got a clicky um uh um
Fidget cube.
digit thing. I got one too.
Heck yeah, let's go. Fidget
Because I
squad.
always because you know you have the clip-on thing for the battery on
Yeah.
stuff. I
Yeah.
would always flick that. So it's like, ooh,
Yeah,
you
I
should be dead used.
I used to what was it? Like before I got the fidget cube, I had like a clip on for like bags and stuff that you're like supposed to put to like seal an open bag up, you know?
Mm,
Like a clothesliner pin. And I would just be like flicking that the whole time while I'm in
yeah.
calls. And I'm like, I should probably get like an actual fidget toy instead of flicking that all the time.
Well, I do have other fidget toys, but they never seem to do it for me.
Yeah.
Though apparently, just flicking my craft scissors against my cup apparently does. So
Yeah.
something I can absentmindedly do.
Yeah. I mean, it's different for everybody because, like, I think the whole reason why the fidget cube, like, specifically has like so many different sides to it with like different types of fidget toy type stuff on it is because like at least one of those things will probably work for you and it's probably different for every individual person.
Yeah, I'll show you it after this stream.
Yeah. Yeah, my favorite side is still the side that has like a like gears that you rub against and
Yeah,
this
I had that.
this ball that like you rub against. That's like my favorite side.
Mine's more like how many sides does this have? One, two. Like a dodecahedron.
I see.
So it
Yeah, I
has
think I've seen
more
some of
sides,
those. Yeah. Nice.
and it has like a thumbstick as well,
Oh,
and
heck yeah.
like a light switch.
Yeah. Yeah, I have that on mine as well, the light switch
a,
one.
a clicky and moving like you're a radio DJ.
Yeah. Nice.
Wobbly balls,
Heck yeah.
clicky buttons. Anyway, we should get
Anyway, yeah, we should
started
probably get started. Uh,
before we get distracted again.
yeah.
Speaking of getting distracted, by the way, you know, how I got my phone out
Yeah.
to check the stream sound?
Yeah.
I've been looking for my phone to put the charger in.
Uh, I've done that before.
And I just I just thought of it again because I have the charger cable in my right hand. And then I was like, where's my phone? I need to put my charger cable in. And I was like, you've got it next to your left leg. It's been there for the last couple of minutes.
Oh no. Yeah, I've had that happen before, where it's just like right there.
ADHD.
Mm,
Object permanence is not a strong suit.
I'll be like, where's
If
my
if
phone? And I have
it's
it like
if
right here.
it's if it's somewhere, if someone moves something, it's gone forever. I don't know where it's gone.
Yeah. Yep. That's why I don't like the fact that my mom has, I'm pretty sure my mom has like OCD or something, because
Oh, mine does.
she's always like very much like, I can't have anything on the tables, like they have to be like, it bothers me to like come downstairs and see stuff like on the kitchen counter and things like that. But like all she does is like takes the stuff and like puts them in places, like in drawers and in cabinets, and not only is it just like all of that's still there, it's just in a cabinet now, but
Yeah,
also it, because of that, I'll be like, I don't know where that thing is now because it's
yep.
been moved.
Like my mom used to put stuff on the stairs so people would see it and take it upstairs. And it's like, well, it's not my stuff. I'm not taking it up.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you get annoyed, and it's like, just I have, well, I didn't know it at the time, but I have issues, and just like, just tell me, please.
Yeah, yeah. Relatable.
Speaking of, I don't know where. Oh my god,
You're a smart being.
well, I had to put stuff on the floor because stuff was on my bed, and I moved the important stuff that I needed that shouldn't be on the floor to a place over near my TV,
Yeah.
and clearly I forgot that I did that because I had empty boxes of medication
Oh
on the floor.
no.
And I was like, I really need to take my medication. And it turns out my medication is near the TV.
Yep. Big hugs.
It cooks.
Just let me know, Lulu, when you need to stop.
Yeah. Because I think I'm getting sick from hay fever too,
Oh no.
so I'm definitely not doing the I'm definitely not doing the Kermit the Frog voice, so we're
Yeah.
not doing him today.
Yeah. Well,
Because it hurts my throat on a better day.
yeah. Or we can change the voice for him. Because we'll probably get to him at some point. Um,
Yeah.
I could try making a voice for him. I don't know.
Give me your best Kermit the Frog.
Or Kermit the Frog here.
Yeah, that's okay.
I think that's the best I can do. Oh yeah, I remember that, like, I was so confused because I was like, that was everybody. What's going on? And then I remembered that like sometimes things change once you get through everybody. And then I got somewhere and that allowed me to jump from Tama to Achi, and that's where we left off. As luck would have it, they soon found a crowd in their path, backs turned toward them. Excited voices rose up from the throng. Whoa, what's the deal? Is something going on? It's a street fight.
A fight, as the name implies, that takes place out on the street, typically using bare hands and no weapons. Even a bare-handed fight can result in serious injuries, though, which is why they're pretty illegal.
And she clutched Hitomi's hand good and tight. Whatever you do, don't let go. Without a moment's hesitation, he plowed his way through the crowd.
Ooh.
Uwu. Emerging on the far side of the gathering, Achi saw the main road ahead. Cars were zipping past in a steady stream. What do we do? There were too many cars for them to rush across the street without getting hit. But they couldn't exactly just sit and wait for the light to change. Why? I don't remember what we were doing before this. Were we running away from somebody again? I guess.
Yeah, we keep running away from multiple people.
Yeah, I still think that one guy is supposed to be Toteno. Because the police people mentioned that, like, Toteno's been, like, tailing them and blah, blah, blah. So I think that, like, he's, like, the one that's been, like, chasing us and knows Achi and tried to kill Hitomi for some reason. It's gonna be a smack to the face when Kano finds out about all this. Their pursuers were getting closer and closer. Hitomi! I think we're gonna probably go across. Get hit by a car and die.
If only.
Okay, we're going across. We're going across.
What?
Dragging Hitomi by the hand, Achi darted into the street. Moving purely by instinct, he wove his way through the gaps between the speeding cars. When they were halfway across, a car slammed on its brakes to keep from hitting them, causing several cars behind it to crash into one another. The multiple vehicle pileup plunged the roadway into total chaos.
As a result of this chaos, traffic in the nearby area would be at a standstill for a while. While on their way to the syndicate hideout, Shinya Kano and Jack Stanley have got caught in this traffic jam.
Hey, so I did pick the right choice again. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's jump over. Whee! So now Kano will no longer die. And Jack Stanley, who we just met, will also no longer die. Let's go.
Yep.
And I think we... Oh, wait, no, this is part of it, I think. The car moved at a glacial pace towards the crime syndicate's hideout. Stanley pounded his fists on the steering wheel in frustration. They had no sooner set out than the traffic slowed to a near a standstill. Despite the occasional lurch, it never crept above a crawl. Kano stewed in the passenger seat. The case was rapidly getting out of hand. Now he had to worry about the safety of both Maria and her sister Hitomi. Never mind the fact that Detective Tateno had also gone missing. Who's probably the guy with the cane, I'm betting. There were too many unknowns, too many uncertainties. His unease was growing unbearable. And, Tateno hasn't radioed in, and, like, we can't reach him from our end either. Kuzei's words kept echoing inside Kano's head. Either.
Because it keeps giving him a headache.
What could have caused Tateno to drop out of contact? Someone had gone after Hitomi while Kano and the others were busy trailing the attaché case.
Tailing it.
Yeah, tailing the attaché case.
I mean, same thing, really.
Yeah. Could Tateno have been... Nah, he's fine. He's just trying to kill Hitomi. No, it couldn't be. Kano was sure Tateno would have done whatever was necessary to keep Hitomi safe.
Would have gone whatever necessary.
Stanley broke the long silence. I forgot. Have I been voicing Stanley?
Yes.
What's on your mind? Still thinking about that call from Kuze? Kano didn't answer. Look, if you're worrying about that other detective, the guy couldn't even protect one girl.
Is he wrong, though? Is he wrong?
Yeah, he's not wrong. I kind of like Stanley, not gonna lie. Not exactly a ringing endorsement.
He wrote great comic books.
Yeah. Don't you talk about Detective Tateno that way. I'm concerned about Hitomi Osawa, but the missing attaché case needs to come first. Stanley's expression remained stone cold. Kano flashed him a sidelong glare, then went back to staring out the window. A moment later, a flurry of motion in a nearby alley caught his eye. With the start, he recognized Sasayama. Oh snap, he's alive! His fellow detective was caught up in an altercation with a man in dark clothes. Kano sprang into action, his body moving almost before his mind registered the situation. Kano's always just like, do first, think later kind of guy.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, man after my own heart.
Occasionally, sometimes you think too much before you do things.
Yeah, true. Hi, Rolf. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I love you, Rolf.
Hi, Rolf.
Sasayama! Flinging the door open, he leapt out of the car. Stanley! Poor Stanley is like, oh my god, what have I gotten into dealing with this guy? Hey, wait, Stanley called after him. You know what? I ship these two. Let's go. But Kano was already sprinting towards the fight. Oof.
That's me, but okay.
No, I just wanted to say oof when I saw it on the screen. Big oof.
I can't even remember the voice I have for Sasayama, to be honest. Oh,
Rolf said, I'm good, been playing a bunch of Baldur's Gate 3, almost at the end, I think. About time after almost 500 hours played. Aw,
yeah,
snap.
damn.
Heck yeah. The other man knocks Sasayama onto a pile of garbage. I really need to play Baldur's Gate 3. One of these days, I need to play it.
I thought you already had.
No, I have not. It's on my wish list, though. I really
You
want to
had
play it.
then. I know Azure had, but
Yeah, Azure has. I think Zach as well. Of course, Rolf. I don't know who else has been playing it.
I guess it's just you talking about it with them, I guess.
Yeah, I have been talking about it with them, like, about the different characters and stuff, but I haven't played it. Because, like, Azure was trying to decide, like, who I would probably date in the game.
Yeah.
And things like that.
If you if we didn't know what you had in your hands on you, we'd think you're playing with a lighter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just I mean, many people in the past have used lighters as fidget toys. Another reason why
Yes.
another reason why it's good that we now have people making actual fidget toys, because that can be dangerous.
Most of my family are smokers, so
I see. Yeah,
and the ADHD and the autism came from somewhere.
yeah. Yeah, my mom used to be a smoker, like, years and years ago, but she quit before having me. So, and my dad has never smoked. He doesn't like the smell. And
Neither do I.
yeah, neither do
And
I.
the taste.
Yeah, the smell and taste are not my cup of tea. And the only person in my immediate family who smokes is my brother. He's the only one.
Tried it once, breathed it in like a moron, and burnt and choked.
Yeah.
Burnt my throat a little and choked. So
Yeah, I would
never
not.
again.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I'm fine around the smell sort of thing because I'm used to it at this point. But like smoking itself, nah. Luckily for me, my autism is a great buffer for getting addicted to shit.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't like the taste or texture or whatever of alcohol, etc., etc. It's like, thanks. You're an asshole, buddy, but it helps that I'm not addicted to shit that's bad for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't handle the smell of smoke. Like, literally, if I smell somebody, if somebody's smoking somewhere, I have to hold my breath while I'm walking by, because I hate the smell. I can't stand it. And I'm also not an alcohol drinker either, because there are some drinks that I like the taste of, like I like the taste of wine, but I hate the feeling that alcohol gives me. I don't like the sort of the lightheaded, fuzzy feeling that you get as you're becoming drunk. I hate it. I really, it makes me feel nauseous. I just can't do it.
I don't like the taste of alcohol in general. Like, it just tastes really bitter to me.
Yeah.
And I don't like being around drunk people. So.
Yeah, same. And yeah, Rolf said, I think a lot of autistic people avoid vices that most people get into due to peer pressure and also sensory stuff. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. Because I have both. I have autism and ADHD. So the ADHD part could very well have been like, let's do drugs.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, like, the only drug for me is coffee. And that's it. Like, that's the only one that I like.
And medication.
Well, yeah, and medication, but I'm talking more about just recreational drugs. But, anyways, as Sasayama struggled to get back to his feet, his opponent looked down at him with a triumphant sneer. Kano finally got a good look at the man, and his eyes flashed with recognition. It was the perp who'd first taken the attaché case back at the Scramble. Tariq Al-Karawan.
Power one.
You! I love this.
Jesus.
I love this picture. He's so mad. Kind of growled. He sped like a bullet to tackle Al-Karawan around the legs.
And it's almost like this guy is going to become a villain in the future.
Yeah, this is the start that leads to his future role as Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Yes.
But Al-Karawan nimbly stepped aside. Kano's arms closed on nothing but air. At the same moment, Al-Karawan deftly wrapped an arm around Kano's neck. Kano felt a vice-like pressure on his carotid artery.
A move known as the front choke sleeper hold, constricting the carotid. What?
Sorry.
Thanks for interrupting me. Carotid artery stops blood flow to the brain, causing the opponent to lose consciousness, also known as a guillotine choke. Something I'm gonna do to Anya every time that she interrupts me talking.
No, I'm sorry. That was
Anya's
an accident.
Gonna get brain damage.
No. His consciousness quickly began to slip away. Oh no, you don't, you bastard, he snarled. Lowering his center of gravity, he got hold of one of Al-Karawan's legs and used his shoulder as a fulcrum against it. Nyah! Despite the arm still crushing his neck, Kano managed to lift his opponent high into the air. Yo!
Yeah, he'd be a wrestler.
Yeah, Azure would love this. He continued the movement to heave Al-Karawan up and over himself, slamming him upside down into a heap of trash. Stanley strolled up to the aftermath of the struggle. Look at him. He's just like, okay. Well, you've got the brawn part down, he said. Need some work on the brains.
But not the brain, yeah.
Okay, dude, you're the brains, I'm the brawn. That's how this works.
LeBron James.
Al-Karawan was sprawled out atop the mound of refuse. He'd been knocked out cold. Sasayama coughed and sputtered. Kano went to help him to his feet, but Stanley stepped in between them. What are you doing? Stanley asked. Helping Sasayama. What does it look like? We need to apprehend Al-Karawan first. He's not even conscious. Sasayama can come first. He pushed Stanley aside and crouched down alongside his partner. Are you alright?
Yeah. You bailing me out, though. Can't let the missus know about that.
Mum's the word. He slipped an arm underneath Sasayama and helped him to his feet.
I managed to find the guy who had the attaché case. But when I tried to arrest him, this fella came out of nowhere and attacked me.
He flashed Al-Karawan a nasty look. So here we go again, disobeying direct orders. What's the deal with Japanese police anyway? He shook his head in exasperation. Tsushima gave Kano a puzzled look, jerking his thumb at the American.
Who who's this
It's a
guy?
long
I mean,
It's a long story. He filled Tsushima in on the situation. Enough chit-chat. Hurry up and cuff this guy. Kano knelt down by Arakawa's unconscious body, flipped him over, and proceeded to cuff his hands behind his back. Kano paused. All Karawan's sleeve had slid back from his wrist. What's this? The unconscious man had a tattoo of a two-headed scorpion on his left forearm.
Yeah, it's a cool tattoo.
Oh, snap. Stanley strode over. You find something? Yes, I think this guy might be the ringleader. Seeing the image had reminded Kano of something he'd heard back at headquarters. That the head of the foreign syndicate had a scorpion tattoo. He relayed this information to Stanley. I see. Stanley called Kuze on his cell. You'll be happy to know that the guy with the attaché case is still at large. Apprehending the ringleader at this point shouldn't be an issue. One of your so very capable subordinates gave us a big step forward in the case here.
Wait a second. That was sarcasm, wasn't it? What was your first clue, bro?
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I love the dynamic so far between Kano and Stanley. Top tier.
Yeah.
Stanley hung up and called over to him. Think you can escort this guy back to the precinct?
Yeah, sure. Seeing how very capable I am. I know how to voice sarcasm.
Yep. Kano felt his phone vibrate. The display showed an incoming call from Rumi. Oh my gosh, I forgot about the whole thing with Rumi. Oh my.
Prepare to put on your best squeaky voice.
Hello, he answered warily, keeping his voice down. Stanley had him a little on edge. It's me. Oh. Oh my gosh, it's me. Damn it, Kano thought. He did not have time for this right now, but if he just hung up, he might be in even deeper hot water. Kano...
Besides, I forgot that Rumi was supposed to be me anyway.
Yeah.
I just realized. Like, I voiced Rumi.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is hard. I don't know which one for this, actually.
Just like Kano was when he thought it was Rumi.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we might as well listen. It'll probably take, hopefully, only 2 seconds. Kind of decided you better listen to what the old man had to say. Hello, sir. I'm afraid I'm not really at liberty to take a personal call right now, even if it's from my father-in-law. He did his best to sound apologetic. I'm not your father-in-law. Ah, yes, of course. Sorry, sir. He bowed his head reflexively, feeling like an idiot. You really don't give a damn about keeping me waiting like this, do you? Sir, I swear to you, I feel terrible. Please, I just... Flustered, he took a deep breath and recomposed himself. I promise you, sir. I promise I'll be there. If you could just wait a little... Don't make promises you can't keep! Shizuo's barking rebuke had Kano break out in a sweat. You think I'm gonna let you off the hook just because you're working a case? This is exactly why I don't want my daughter with some detective. Great, another angry tirade. But didn't you used to be a detective, sir? You watch yourself, you little brat! It's not enough that you keep calling me your father-in-law. Now you have to bring that up? Evidently, Kano had touched a raw nerve.
Ever have a dentist hit a nerve while drilling a tooth? Yes. That's where this expression comes from.
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
It is very painful.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had that happen. Because I've only had my teeth drilled into once. And that was when I had like a cavity like in the very back of my mouth. Like it was in like a groove on like the back tooth in the back. So basically the dentist was like, yeah, this was probably gonna happen no matter what you did just because of where it was and just the exactness of the groove and all that stuff.
That's exactly what happened to my wisdom tooth that had to get removed. So
yeah. And the only part that was bad was not the drilling part, but they gave me Novocaine to like numb it, and apparently it's pretty typical like when you get when you're initially injected with the Novocaine to feel like you're falling, like it does something to your heart rate. And I really hated that. I hated that so much because I hate that feeling. And I literally gasped and was like, I did not like it.
Oh, well, after I got my tooth removed, it was, like, it felt like the entire left side of my face was, like, frozen. And I could barely move my left eye or my lip, and it's like, oh god.
Yeah, that's not good either. Yeah, teeth stuff is pain.
Oh yeah, I had to have a filling in last week, so.
Oof, big hugs, Lulu.
Yeah.
It seemed like anything he said only made matters worse. Honestly, this whole situation with Rumi and her dad going on during this is like so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like, I don't know. I feel like I would just take my chances.
Well, the thing is that because it's a top secret case, he can't tell anybody.
Yeah.
And so to the ex-detective dad or whatever, the ex-cop dad, it could easily just be like walking someone across the street kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like,
well, but at the same time,
I can understand why he's frustrated, but at the same time, it's like, I also get why you don't want Rumi to be with a detective or a cop, because you couldn't spend as much time with your wife as much as you wanted to, and kids, but at the same time, it's Rumi's choice who she falls in love with, not yours.
Yeah. And also, I feel like as somebody who has been in that field, he should know that it could be something important as well. Like, for him to just assume that he's just not doing it because he just doesn't want to deal with it or whatever is kind of awful, in my opinion. So hi Asher, welcome to the stream. How's it going? I love ya. Yeah, and understandable, Rolf. Though sometimes you can get toothaches out of nowhere that just go away, especially if you've been like stressed recently, because like I sometimes clench on, specifically on one of my canine teeth, tends to hurt a lot after I've been stressed because I'll like specifically press on it. But yeah. It seemed like anything he said only made matters worse.
Yeah, like that's why I got diagnosed with TMJ with the temporal mandibular jaw, and I think because I'm stressed 99% of the time, and I clench my jaw a lot when I'm not thinking about it. So
yeah, I do it sometimes. So not as for some weird reason. I don't do it with my whole jaw. I just like press specifically in one place in my mouth, and so that one tooth ends up getting hurt. Yeah, understandable, Rolf. Oh my gosh, Nightbot's cruel today. Whoa, 12%. Insane. Yeah, it's diminishing rapidly. Well.
Yeah, just like my quote.
No. Well, you're not off the hook. I am never letting my daughter marry the likes of you. For Fury hitting its crescendo, Shizuo properly hung up. Why on earth did Shizuo hold such intense malice towards police detectives when he'd been one himself? Kano had become a detective for Rumi's sake in the first place, and now it was the biggest thing holding him back. Oh, 100%! Whoa! Insane. I don't think I've ever seen a 100%. That's incredible.
We've seen it multiple times.
Have I? I have no memory.
Yeah, it's rare, but it's happened a couple of times.
Yep. Hey, come on, let's go. Stanley's voice snapped Kano out of his daze. Grimly, he followed the American back to the car. Heck yeah, Rolf said our autism must have synchronized. Yeah, again, Stanley was thumping the steering wheel in frustration. Traffic hadn't let up one bit. It was starting to look like they might never make it to the foreign syndicate's hangout. Kano caught sight of a girl in a hoodie weaving her way between the stopped cars on foot. He rolled down the window and called out to her.
Miku Morata was a cosplay fighting for bride, but just decided to retire after losing Tama and the cat in a street fight. She's thinking about what to do with herself now. Aww.
Oh, they spoiled that for us. We didn't get to see that yet. So I will say, I kind of knew that this was the right, like the choice, the Tama choice of like just doing the straight up fight. I knew was probably the right choice because I have seen the trailer for this game. And in the trailer, they show off that scene where she, like, fights with Miku. So I actually knew that that was the right choice because I remembered that scene in the trailer.
Speaking of spoilers.
Yeah.
Japanese trailers are terrible at that.
Yeah. He rolled down the window and called out to her. "Excuse me, miss, did something happen?" Huh? I don't remember what... Did you voice her or me?
You.
Huh? What do you mean? With the road, I mean, what's with all the traffic? Oh, right. Apparently there was some big accident over by the train station. That's probably what's causing it. Really? Yeah, I don't think you guys are gonna be going anywhere for quite a while. She smiled and went on her way. Stanley gave the steering wheel another punch. Or anime openers, yeah. Well, I guess they did say this wasn't just some typical ransom case, he muttered. Kano saw an opportunity. But yeah, Rolf, I guess, so I've been watching, and I got both Azure and Lulu, and also Angel to watch some with me as well last night of the Apothecary Diaries. And, the opening for that...
Speaking of Azure, Anya's cheating on us already.
Yeah, I started watching the next episode already, yeah. The opening song for it is, first of all, it's a bop, but also it's actually one of the few anime openings that literally doesn't, like, tell you anything. It's just her, like, dancing and stuff, and that's it, and I'm like, heck yeah. Yeah, I couldn't wait. I wanted to watch more. I'm probably gonna, like, binge the whole show and then show it off.
Yeah. And then you have Japanese video games as well. Like, do not watch the opening cutscene or like even like the title cutscene, because it spoils so much in it. And it's like,
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. I binged Viral Hit recently. It was pretty good. I haven't heard of that. What is that?
A hit that's viral.
Thank you. That really clears it up for me. If they're not after the money, then what are they after? Stanley kept his eyes forward, acting as if he hadn't heard. Look, I can't help you if you keep me out of the loop. After a few moments of thought, Stanley replied with a single monosyllable. Drugs. Just him staying just drugs.
Drugs.
They're going for that cocaine. What? Maria's father, Kenji Osawa. I assume you're aware he works for Okoshi Pharmaceutical. I am.
We're all aware at this point.
Yeah, nothing's been made public yet, but Osawa recently oversaw the development of a new drug.
It's not at all uncommon for a new drug to be developed for 15 years or more, with expenses totaling 20 to 30 billion yen, roughly 200 to 300 million US dollars. This is back in 2008. Before it is approved. Worldwide demand and sensational profits can be expected if the groundbreaking medicines developed. Nonetheless, pharmaceutical companies are often under major pressure due to tremendous costs of labor and equipment.
Yeah. Also, Rolf said it's based on a manhwa. It's about a high schooler who decides to learn how to fight to stand up to bullies, and then he live streams him fighting them to YouTube. It's a nice martial arts show if you want something a bit more gritty and realistic. That's awesome. Maybe I'll check it out. And someone is trying to get their hands on it.
You don't say.
Yeah. Kano's mind latched onto this new information, trying to assemble the pieces of an evolving puzzle. Someone? Who? An international criminal mastermind. This foreign syndicate is merely a tool in someone else's game. Kano regards Stanley's face carefully. He looked more cold and serious than ever. So wait, does that mean that the reason we're letting this syndicate walk around unfettered... Also, I hate how, like, this shot of us being this close to his face is so weird. Why are we...
I can see a slight booger in his nose.
Yeah, I did not mean to do that. Ugh. Now I'm gonna have to click.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have to click back to where we were at. It's also a highly cynical critique of influencer culture, I see. Makes sense. Blah 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 blah. I like Kano's little Bluetooth speaker in his phone, or in his ear, in his phone.
In his phone.
Is on my orders, yes. I see. So the only thing you're really concerned with is catching this international mastermind? Precisely. Kind of felt like he was starting to get a picture of what sort of person Stanley was. So you don't really care what happens to the girl who's been abducted, do you? Not particularly, no. Why do you have a problem? Why? Do you have a problem with that? Kind of clenched his fist. His hand was shaking with anger. Dictum number 8. When you really want to punch something...
I'm gonna punch the dick.
Yeah. You really probably shouldn't. Kind of recited the words inwardly like some sort of desperate mantra. If he didn't manage to calm himself down, he was liable to slam his fist right into Stanley's face. Outside the car, the traffic remained at a standstill, kind of chafed against a feeling of utter futility. One after another, his uncertainties came to nag at him. Was Maria still safe? What had happened to Hitomi Tateno, her bodyguard? Wait, Tateno was supposed to be her bodyguard? And now he's trying to kill her? Oh, snap. So, yeah, Hitomi was right then in not trusting the police. Because it seems like even Tateno is willing to kill her for whatever the bigger picture is. And now, on top of all this, it struck Kano as rather careless to send Sasayama away with Al-Kalaran without any backup. Now that Jack had alerted him to the presence of a dangerous international mastermind still on the loose. Find back his fit of pique, Kano got out his cell phone.
To do something impulsively out of irritation, resentment, or the like. Similar to doing something in a huff.
I've never heard of this term before. Fit a pique?
Yes.
I've never heard of this. I've never heard somebody say that.
Yeah, you more hear like a pique of interest more than you do a fit of pique.
Yeah. I want him to call Kajiwara, to be honest. I think that would be interesting. I don't know. I'm going with this one. He dialed up Detective Kajiwara, who was stationed at the Osawa residence. He hoped a little more information about the family's 2 daughters might shed some light on the situation. The detective answered promptly. Oh, we can hear the beeping.
Yeah.
I can't remember the voice I gave him again. Kajiwara here. Hey, it's Kano. Kano? A horrid jarring beeping was audible from the other end of the line. What's that noise? Sorry, hold on. I can't really hear you. Okay, go on. It sounded like Kajiwara had moved away from the source of the noise, though Kano could still hear it faintly in the background. He explained that he was looking for more info on the Osawa girls. Honestly, Detective Kano, I thought you were more mature than this, Kajiwara said disapprovingly. Come again? What's with the attitude all of a sudden? You've got a little crush, don't you? What?
What?
No, Detective, that isn't why. You mustn't let yourself get personally attached to an investigation. Still, I was young and impulsive myself once. I guess I can tell you one thing. When you're giving Data a little camera and we have a POV stream of what Data does every day, heck yeah.
Mostly run away from Anya.
Kano kept his cell phone pressed tight against his ear. The 2 girls, they look exactly alike. Kajiwara kept his voice low as if he were revealing a major secret. But Kano knew this already. Oh, I wonder if...
Go on.
They look exactly alike. So... I think he's trying to point out something about the fact that they look totally alike. So it's either that this is like a parent trap situation and the 2 switched, or maybe Hitomi was the one that was supposed to be kidnapped and they accidentally kidnapped Maria instead.
Maybe.
One of the 2. I'm thinking. Cat crime starring Data the Nerd, heck yeah. Everyone assigned to the investigation had been informed that the girls were twins at the previous night's briefing. However, Kajiwara continued, still sotto voce. I don't know what that means. Maybe they're the same person. Oh, snap. Their personalities are pretty different. The younger sister, Hitomi, is quiet and reserved, but Maria is apparently more of a busybody. Ah, I see. Kano thought back on Hitomi standing in front of the statue of Hachiko. She had indeed seemed like an introvert, though Kano had also sensed her intense commitment to helping her sister. Perhaps she was less demonstrative, but her heart certainly seemed to be in the right place. What? What was that?
A scream?
I was scared. My name is Nerd. Data the Nerd. Kano heard someone shouting in the background wherever Kajiwara was. What was that just now?
Oh, that could possibly be... Yeah, Osawa. Yeah.
Mr. Osawa.
What?
Osawa. Mr. Osawa, the girl's father. I think something might have happened. Kazuhara's voice was laced with concern. I should go see what this is all about. Yeah, probably. But Kano, tell me, yes? Which one is it? Which one do you have a crush on? Kano.
Me when Anya asks a really stupid question.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, gotta go. Bye.
Bye. At long last, traffic began to move again. Almost as soon as it did, however, Stanley had to slam on the brakes. The abrupt stop made Kano smack his head against the windshield. Hey, what gives? Look. He gestured with his chin. Kano couldn't believe his eyes. There, walking along the sidewalk ahead, was Al Karawan, very much not in custody. What the hell? Kano shouted, already hopping out of the car. Stanley was right behind him. They crept up on their target as silently as possible, then rushed him once they were close. In a moment, they had subdued him. Kano used his own body weight to hold Al Karawan down. What are you doing out here? Oh, I'm guessing it's Sasayama disguised as him. Is what I'm guessing.
Whoa. Hey, guess you didn't get the memo, huh?
Al Karawan flashed a coy grin. Oh, never mind, it is him. They let me go.
Ew, Dippy.
What? I think your buddy here might have hearing problems, Al Karawan said to Stanley. I'm a free man. Kano turned and glared at Stanley. What is he talking about? No idea. First things first, get this guy back to the precinct. I'll head to the syndicate hangout by myself. You don't think this is weird? I mean, what the heck is this guy doing on the loose again? What matters is that he is free. Maybe he's telling the truth about being let go. But that's ridiculous. Then I guess he must have escaped on his own. In either case, your buddy screwed up royally. Now it's on you to unscrew things. None of this sat right with Kano, but the fact remained that he couldn't just let Al Karawan go. He gave Stanley detailed directions to the hangout, and the car sped away towards Yoyogi. Then Kano headed back to the precinct with his captain, trying to reassure himself that he might learn something from questioning Al Karawan that would help resolve the case. Kano sat opposite Al Karawan in the interrogation room. He had been attempting to interview the suspect for about a quarter of an hour. Al Karawan sat ramrod stiff, not responding to any prompts or questions. What time is it right now? They'd taken away his watch, his wallet, a small knife, and his keychain. This was the third time he'd asked to know the time. Why are you so concerned with what time it is? Al Karawan gave no reply. Are you waiting on something? Again, the suspect was staunchly silent. Kano wasn't sure what to make of this, but he took a look at his watch. It's around 2 o'clock. What time exactly? It's 2:18. 2:18 in how many seconds? Look, just cut the crap. Kano grabbed the prisoner by the collar. What the hell are you people after? Al Karawan merely repeated his question. What time is it right now? With a growl of aggravation, Kano shoved his wristwatch in Al Karawan's face. Ah, it's 2:20, Al Karawan said. Okay then, that should do it. What? What does that mean? The interrogation went on for several more hours. Despite Kano's best efforts, however, Al Karawan said nothing more. During all that time, the case continued to develop in unexpected ways, but Kano stuck in the interrogation room, knew nothing about it until it was already all over and done. Yeah. This keeps happening to Kano, where he gets stuck in interrogation rooms. Jeebus. Poor guy. Bad end. Well,
Well, Kano performed admirably in recapturing Tariq al-Karawan. Ironically, his action actually disrupted the investigation. Maybe letting the syndicate run free for the time being really was the right call. Someone can do some kept 140 that throws a wrench into Kano's activities, thanks to the involvement on the other related parties. And Kano's reaction will make the investigation play out differently.
Interesting.
Interessante.
So I didn't make any wrong choices. It was somewhere else that needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that I keep making the right choices. Okay. So where to go next?
Well, we could go back to Archie so some check on that.
Yeah, or Tama, one or the other. But yeah, we can go back to Achi. In a matter of moments, the street was clogged with a long line of stopped vehicles. Achi and Hitomi's pursuers remained on the other side and did not pursue. Okay, that was crazy. Oh wait, no, that was her.
Okay, that was crazy.
Hitomi panted as she caught her breath. Well, you know what they say. Idle feet are the devil's playthings.
Hands. It's idle hands.
Whatever. At least they gotten away.
Whatever. I'm just imagining him hold up an owl to his head, like, whatever.
Whatever. Also, hi, Adam. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I love ya. It's going well. The scrambling's going well. Come on, let's go. Ashi led the way down. Yeah, scrambling with some eggs and bacon. Ashi led the way down several twisting side streets before slowing his pace. By now, Hitomi was slumped and panting heavily. He wanted to give her some time to rest, but if they just hung around, their pursuers might still find them. He looked around and spotted a multi-tenant building. The nearest door was open. Bundles of flyers were set out near the entrance.
Flyers to Alagua. The 22nd perform 2020. It's that far ahead of time. It's 14 years in the future. By the theater troupe, The Wandering Angels. It tells the tale of a man named Ryu looking back on his 100-year life as a warrior. The performance features wire action as its major set piece, with Ryu and his rival Shido flying high through the air, doing battle with the magical Muramasa blade and beam saber, respectively.
Achi peeked inside and saw piles of plywood and painted lumber. It looked like this was a storeroom for a theater stage props and scenery. We can hide out in here.
Um, but
Hitomi hesitated, but Achi gave her hand a little tug. You'll be fine. There's nobody around. Yeah, I'm doing well, Adam. How are you?
is this where Tom is like there's somebody there? Or is that later or earlier?
I have no idea. They stepped inside the storeroom and Achi quickly shut the door behind them. We should probably rest for a bit. There was a wooden platform set up beside a large piece of plywood. Achi picked up a magazine that had fallen on the floor and spread it out atop the platform's dusty surface. Here, now you can sit without getting your clothes dirty. Thank you. Or no, that's you. Hitomi quietly took a seat.
I'm never coming again. Like,
No! Get back
still
here.
messing with.
No.
Even though I've had a bad day on you, like.
No. I'm sorry. I'm just a dum-dum, that's all.
You're smart, bee. Shush.
We should probably turn off our cell phones. And you're a smart being, and that's a fact.
No, all of you.
It could be really bad if they ring at the wrong moment. The two powered off their phones. Achi took a cursory look around. It didn't look like there was any way in or out besides the door they'd come in through. There was a single window set in the wall, but it wouldn't open far enough to let them through.
A single window. Oh, get fucked.
Now we're in a horror movie? Ah? Oh, that was you? Someone was outside the storeroom. Achi put a finger to his lips and Hitomi gave a fearful nod. The window's frosted glass blocked any real view in or out, so as long as they stayed quiet, they ought to be safe.
Bleh.
Whoever was outside pressed their face to the frosted glass, trying to get a glimpse inside. The blurry visage of the foreigner who'd attacked them was dimly visible. Like the man with the cane before him, this guy was quick to catch up. The man pounded on the glass. Achi swallowed the lump in his throat. If this guy got in, they had nowhere to run. Achi turned to Hitomi. I feel like if we hurry out the door, we're just gonna bump right into him, though. I don't know. I'll say we'll be fine, just sit tight. We'll be fine, just sit tight. Hitomi clutched onto Achi's arm hard. Can I help you with something? They saw the pursuer react at once, pulling back from the window. That's just our storeroom, you know, the voice added. Achi heard footsteps scampering away.
I'm not sure who that's meant to be.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It could be Tama, though.
Yeah. The kidnapper had run off. Achi exchanged glances with Hitomi and let out a tiny sigh. There were more voices coming from outside now. What was up with that guy? I don't know. Oh, whatever, let's just hurry and get stuff tidied up. Yeah, man, my throat's raw. Sounded like a conversation between two men. I made it like several people. The storeroom door opened and the men clomped their way inside.
Tomonari, Takia, and Taru Toga, two members of the theatre troupe, The Wandering Angels. Takia is the Wandering Angel star actor, playing the star role of Ryu in today's performance of Au revoir, the troupe's 22nd piece. Last night he slept completely naked and quarter cold, leading to the sore throat he has now. Toga is the stage director, handling things behind the scenes. He's very irritated that Shinichi Bando, in charge of the props, seems to have gone AWOL.
So what are we getting? Let Grandma pull you there. What? I'm really saying we're gonna eat a lot more seeds all of a sudden. Mr. Arai said that? Going all out for the troops' last hurrah, huh? Beats me, man! In no real hurry, the men went about carting and folding chairs away. They didn't notice Achi and Tomi sitting silently in the shadows. Not to change the subject, but how come we're using a dry ice machine and not a smoke machine? Maybe that's why my throat's bother me. Yeah, it's pretty weird. Nobody's even operating it and it's still drawing a lot of power. Think it's defective? Achi and Hitomi waited for the two men to finish up. If they responded, it would probably cause a scene, and worse still, it might alert the men who were hunting them. Once they carried off the rest of the folding chairs, the men closed the storeroom door. The foreigner could still be somewhere nearby, though, so Achi decided they should hide out in the room a little longer. God, this blows. I want to get back out there to look for that blue van ASAP, but... Achi trailed off as something occurred to him. Wait a second. Now that's weird. The kidnappers already have the ransom money, yeah?
That's right.
And then they told you that your sister was in some blue minivan. Isn't that kind of weird?
What do you mean?
Did you figure that your sister was in the minivan by herself?
Well, yes. If one of the kidnappers were with her, they wouldn't need to send me to go get her.
Right. And yet the fact was that as soon as the kidnappers had their money, they could have just let Hitomi's sister out of the vehicle and just run off. There was no point in sending Hitomi to fetch her personally. A look of revelation dawned on Hitomi's face.
Ooh. Minivan had already left Okinawa.
And it came back while we were waiting for it. He thought back to his earlier run-in with the blue vehicle.
Not sure. So then, inside that minivan?
There had been a bunch of foreigners inside, which meant... This is the same thing. Isn't this the same? I don't understand. Because they were trying to kidnap Hitomi. And they were planning on, then they weren't planning on giving her sister back. Right? I thought this is like a two-parter. This is the same. I'm confused. Does it matter? I don't know. They told her that her sister was in that minivan to lure her to it, and the kidnappers had been lying in wait inside.
Do you think they were trying to kidnap me too?
That's it! Achi clapped his hands together. Then they'd let your sister go and demand a ransom for you, and then they make her deliver the ransom money for your release. Then they'd be able to get, like, infinite ransom money by constantly abducting one twin after the other.
That seems a little far-fetched.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Now that she'd said so, Achi realized it was kind of a ridiculous idea.
Still, what if the kidnappers really were trying to kidnap me?
As in, like, they accidentally abducted the wrong twin? I mean, I guess that would have been easy to botch up. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. That maybe they meant to kidnap Hitomi, but accidentally kidnapped Maria instead.
That would imply they wanted me specifically, and not my sister.
Hitomi paused briefly and thought, maybe you're hotter than your sister or something.
We look exactly the same, Archie.
Hitomi shook her head.
If anything, it's the other way around. Compared to my sister, I'm just...
Whoa, hey, stop right there. I think
my
you're hot.
God, this is not the time.
You're not just anything. You're a 10 out of 10. I would tap that ass so hard.
Ew. Please don't. I'm just...
Tears had welled up into Hitomi's eyes.
Why'd this have to happen to her? Why not me?
Whoa, hey, come on, don't cry.
I'm sorry.
Cheer up. It's like that song says, don't just stand there, wipe those tears away. That one. You know it?
Is that Ayakimiki?
Yeah, that's the one. Put your hand in mine. Every single bee's a light. You know, every single bee's a light. Hitomi let out a giggle.
Everything will be alright.
Honestly, I do the same thing with a lot of songs where I'm like, oh, this is the lyric. And then I'm like, oh, actually, it's not that at all.
There's so many songs that I would sing only to realize it's a different thing.
Yeah. There's songs that to this day I still don't really know if it's one lyric or another, because there isn't like an official like lyric thing for it, and so I'm like, is it one or the other? It could be either or. Like my favorite song of all time, Psychobabble by Frau Frau, has like a couple lyrics in it where I'm like, it could be this or it could be that, but I'm not sure because both sound plausible.
You've got the lyrics wrong. It's everything will be alright.
Because, like, of course, the ones where it's like that, like, obviously is not every bee is a light, you know? That doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, everything will be alright makes more sense. But there are times where it's like the lyric makes sense both ways. And so it's like, is it this way or that way?
And every little thing will be alright.
Right, yeah, I guess that makes more sense, I guess. And she's mouth curled into a sheepish smile.
Sheepishly smooth. It's Sean Connery.
Oh, right, I think we've laid low long enough. Think we should be on our way. He was about to get to his feet when he heard voices outside the storeroom again. Yikes, that was pretty careless of us. Yeah, we gotta watch it. The theater guys from earlier had returned, and they sounded a bit panicked. Yeah, this is different from
Lately,
earlier.
in addition to appearing on the stage, he's been taking on TV drama and film work as well. The next role he's slated for is in Sun TV's upcoming suspense drama, Sumo Queen 2, where he will play the referee who utters the lame line, "Looks like things are getting pervy," upon discovering a victim's dying message inscribed in one corner of the sumo ring.
Wow.
That is pretty lame.
Heard folks have been messing with the storeroom a bunch recently. And did you hear who's been behind it? Some juvenile delinquents. Like a gang? Wow, that takes me way back. Oh, right, let's hurry on back. Archie rushed over to the door. He tried turning the knob, but the door wouldn't budge. Oh, come on, are you freaking kidding me? He paced frantically around the room, pulling at his hair. We're locked in! And that door was the only way in or out. Achi and Hitomi were well and truly trapped inside the storeroom. This is all my fault. It was my idea to hide out here in the first place. He bowed to Hitomi repeatedly. We're never going to be able to find that blue minivan now. Guess
We'll
what?
have to get someone on the outside to help us.
She scowled thoughtfully. They powered their phones back on in order to call for help. The big question was who they could possibly ask. They told me anyone you can reach out to?
Mr. Tanaka, I suppose?
I would not trust that guy. We already learned that he's probably the spy. Don't trust that man. Tanaka, right? The suggestion didn't exactly thrill Achi. He had no idea what this Tanaka guy was like. Hopefully he was dependable sort who'd actually show up to rescue them, but somehow that thought made Achi feel even worse. Achi had someone he figured he could call, but he hesitated, uncertain. There had been a time when he trusted this guy more than anyone. They'd bailed each other out of countless jams. Nowadays, though, things were different. Hitomi gave Achi a puzzled look as he sat, lost in thought. Right, guess I don't have much of a choice. Achi scrolled through the contacts list on his cell phone. He found a name he thought he'd never call again, Susumu. Yo. Oh wait, no. Yo. Achi, is that you? Susumu's voice was low and guarded. Look, I've got a favor to ask you. I'm in a real bind here. Huh? Like things are ridiculously bad. I thought maybe you could help me out just a little bit. You seriously thought I'd help you? Susumu's words were like ice. You messing with me or something, man? Now he sounded a touch angry as well. Painful memories flashed before Achi's eyes. Right then, sorry to bug you, just forget it. But Susumu hung up before Achi was even finished talking. No dice, Achi said to Hitomi with a lopsided frown. She looked back at him, her expression a mirror of his own.
We do.
What should we do?
I guess we're back to Mr. Tanaka.
Guess so. You want to go ahead then? Hitomi tried calling him repeatedly, but Tanaka didn't pick up. What could... I don't know if that's her or me, or no, that's her.
It happened.
Do you think maybe the kidnappers found out that Mr. Tanaka... Oh wait, no, that's you.
Do you think maybe the kidnappers found out that Mr. Tanaka and I have been in contact.
It looked like they were just going to need to find some way out of here on their own, and then maybe look for the minivan themselves. Achi strode over to the door and grabbed a hold of the knob. He tried giving it a good sturdy pull. No good. The thing won't even budge.
That door opens outwards.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
She tried giving it a push. It still didn't open. Okay. I was gonna laugh if it turned out it was not locked at all. And they were worried for nothing. It was just because Aji tried to pull on a push door. Oh! The door wasn't nearly as sturdy as Aji had expected. I think I can make this work. He backed up to get a running start, then kicked the door with all his might. Hey-yo! The door went flying off its hinges. Oh, man, that was way too easy. Achi stepped cautiously out of the storeroom. He quickly scanned the surrounding area. There was nobody in sight. Looks like we're in the clear. But Hitomi didn't come out, nor did she reply. Hitomi? She had her phone in hand, apparently still trying to get in touch with Tanaka. Why are humans not dear? So true. With a tiny sigh, Achi leaned against the wall and waited for her to finish. Well... Doesn't... Oh, that's you.
It doesn't look like I'm good having any luck. Fuck's sake, Anya!
Yeah, sorry.
You've done this 10 times in the last 5 minutes.
I'm just a dum-dum.
No.
You know we can leave now, right? Are you still holding out hope for your Mr. Tanaka?
Not that. I'm just a little worried.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna use the bathroom real quick.
Okay. So, hi guys. What's the issue with airplane food? Airline food. I can't even do the line right. So what's up with airline food? Thanks, Andrew. I'm not feeling so good in general, so... Yay! I'm so tired. I like airline food though, but like then again, I only have it's not business class, but whatever, and my flight is only like 2 hours anyway, so or 1 hour, and like all I get is like a snack and a drink anyway, so I'm not getting a full course meal or anything like that. They do give nice variety. I'm not getting the same snack every flight. Of course, I can't even imagine. I can't even handle one. think Anya got abducted for good bits. Yeah, Anya's releasing her toots among the other, among her parents. She's releasing the toots. Yeah, Dad is used to it. Anya's stinky all the time. As long as she wipes properly and washes her hands, it'll be fine. In fact, when she comes back, we need to do a ask Anya if she washed her hands properly and get her to show her hands in the camera on stream to make sure she does it properly. I was, but then I picked up Mortal Kombat 1 again, so I've been playing that, and then my hands have been killing me again, so I've been playing Mortal Kombat 11 because I can just switch the AI player on and just have the AI play for me and just beat people up for me and just grind shit. So I think Mortal Kombat 11 has become like a comfort game. Because it just plays by itself, really. And that might be why with Mortal Kombat 1 they were like, we're not gonna have the AI anymore, or two, so because apparently MK11 was too grindy. And I've got multiple other games to get back to, so oh, I think I hear an Anya.
Yeah, I'm back. I have returned. Yes, I did.
Did you wash your hands?
Yes, I did. Of course I did. Here it is. Yeah, it's that time of the month, so struggling.
Yeah, so definitely shows your hands.
Yeah.
There we go. And your fingernails.
Big hugs indeed. Yeah, I've already taken ibuprofen earlier today, but I'll probably have to take more before my job. The only thing that works for me. Anyways. Oh yeah, okie dokie then. I'll just wait around out here.
Okay, I'll be right with you.
Uh-huh. As he shuffled his way back outside. Oh no! Oh crap. By the time Aji could finish processing the thought, he was already laid out on the ground. His jaw hit the asphalt hard. He bit the tip of his tongue clean off. The taste of blood filled his mouth. Oh no, it's Titano! A moment later, he took a sharp blow to the head. He was done for. All the energy drained from his body. His mind whirled. His vision grew hazy. He began to drift from consciousness. Back when he'd run from Susumu and the others, he never left himself exposed to a surprise attack. There were plenty of times when he'd taken a punch that sent him reeling, only to spin away and come back swinging. This time, he hadn't even seen it coming. It was his last mistake. Heh. Heh, guess I've let myself go soft. Achi grimaced inwardly, muttering in a voice no one but he could hear. Hitomi, I'm so sorry.
Archie successfully managed to break out the storeroom, only to be knocked out by the man with the key while he waited for Hitomi. Things might have gone differently if Hitomi had managed to get in contact with Tanaka. Why hadn't he responded to her calls? Maybe something strange had happened at the Osawa residence, or perhaps there was some reason he wasn't able to answer the phone.
Okay, so... Let's go, I guess, to Tama, then. See what happened here. As well as some pretty gruff-looking fellows. So, Asao Uzu and his underling Lucharo Segawa, members of the Tenryu Gumi Yakuza Syndicate. The Tenryu Gumi operates a leading firm called Takarada Financing, and these two have been tasked with collecting outstanding debts. They've already collected from one client today. Next, they plan on grabbing lunch before heading off to find their next target.
The sales demo has already started by now. I don't have time to goof around here. I watched as Miku starts up her footwork. Oh! A left jab. She's quick. I can see why she's the champion. She immediately follows up the jab with a wide right hook.
A type of punch. Involves swinging the arm in a wide arc to strike the opponent from the side. And mixed martial arts bouts, it is common to see a fighter continue the momentum from a hook to catch the opponent by the arm, transitioning immediately into a takedown and a pin.
I jerk aside the last possible movement, deliver a little swap to Miku's shoulder.
So, Tama is apparently a really good fighter. Whoa.
She slips off balance and pitches forward.
Oh wow, what was that?
The crowd starts clamoring. Miku rights herself and gets back into a fighting stance. What the? How?
Oh no, oh, that was me. What the how?
She doesn't seem to know what just happened.
I like this guy over here on the right. He's like dazzled. Whoa, look at these guys. Yeah. Whoa.
Oh.
This time,
This time I watch as she unleashes a kick with her right left leg from a distance. On reflex, I bring up my right hand and adopt a guarding stance. she calls out.
Oh yeah, gotcha. I keep forgetting that I'm her. I don't understand why I keep forgetting that I'm her. Also, yeah, the music is a bop.
It was a feint. There's a visual whoop as a second kick next, coming at me from a different angle.
Whoa, what gives?
My big mascot head serves to cushion the blow to the point that I barely feel it.
Hiya!
She proceeds to unleash a string of additional kicks with her left leg, trying to defeat my fuzzy armor. Eventually I catch hold of her foot. Holding her off balance, I begin to walk her backward, making her hop awkwardly on one leg.
Ah!
A casual flip of my paw and Miku goes whirling through the air.
Woo woo wow!
The crowd erupts into cheering and applause at the spectacle.
You're tough. Who the heck are you?
As you can see, I am a cat. A wry smile comes to Miku's face.
To think a bright competitor would lose in a street fight. Guess it's time to go back to being an ordinary girl. Today is the day I retire.
Phew. Good match there.
Miku
Miku clasps my hand firmly.
But hey, I'm just glad that my last opponent was you.
Azure, I want you to give Anya a good punch in the arm for me. I hoist up the boxes of the diet drink. How much does this come to? He shakes his head.
Oh, don't worry about the payment. You've more than earned it with that spectacular display just now. That was really something.
Heck, even I'm shocked at what just happened. It's amazing what a little desperation will do for you.
So, that move you used, that was some Aiki Jujutsu, yeah? Jujutsu. A traditional Japanese martial art that emphasizes learning to anticipate an opponent's first move and instantaneously counterattack. Skilled practitioners can toss and throw opponents with a simple touch. The art predates the development of the more pacifistic Aikido, and so some dangerous techniques still remains.
I guess. I tilt my head non-committedly.
Come now, no need to be so humble. I'm a martial arts fanatic. I know my moves when I see them. Knick-knack shop. owner Taisei Yasuda watches roughly 350 martial arts fights a year. He's particularly fond of Brazilian jiu-jitsu and is thinking about studying it himself. There's a dojo he's been eyeing, but he's rather timid and has thus far only waffled non-committedly outside the entrance to the place.
You can call it whatever he wants if he's letting me have the drinks for free. This is going to be a lifesaver.
Is that all the shopping you'll be doing with us today?
Actually, come to think of it, I do have one request, I say.
Sure thing.
Could you please not sell that necklace there? I promise I'll be back to buy it later.
Sure, no problem.
The sales clerk gives a deep bow. I did it. I managed to solve my burning hammer problem.
Aw, thank you, Lulu.
You should probably get that looked at. Now I've just got to get back to the sales demo. And no you.
No. Oh, wait, okay. Oh, that must be awfully heavy. Here, why don't you use that dolly?
The sales clerk indicates the hand truck over in the corner. Oh, thanks so much. I load the pile of boxes onto the cart and rush back to the Nokane building. By now the sales demo will be well underway. I need to get back as soon as I can. There's nothing to buy and the customers are going to leave, and everything I've gone through will have been for nothing. Especially being stuck in this fucking costume.
Yeah.
Come on, Tama, you can do it. Just gotta hurry. I charge for the demo, pushing the dolly ahead of me like a battering ram. Oops. Sorry to keep you waiting.
You're late! I don't remember what voice I had for him. What the heck have you been doing?
Mr. Yanagishida practically throws himself at me. The weight must have been killing him. Standing behind him is a man I don't recognize. Who is that guy?
Oh, I can't jump. Why not?
Because that leads to a band end that we already prevented.
Oh.
Doesn't look like a customer.
Okay, Tama, just come with me for a minute. Oh wait, now I remember. I gave him like a southern accent.
Yes. I follow Mr. Yanagishida into the break room. Sorry I'm late. There's a whole bunch of stuff that happened. But look, I got the product back. I proudly open up one of the cardboard boxes.
I do declare it's the burning hammer. It really, really is.
Yanagashida clutches the box close, nuzzling it with his cheek. Which cheek? How's the demo going?
I hate that.
He's trying to open the bottle with one of the.
I hate that. I'm gonna get I do declare. Oh my god, I do declare I've got Cheery keeping them occupied with some magic tricks.
I sneak a peek through the door and see Cheery guzzling orange juice from the gigantic container, draining it in one go. Damn.
Yeah.
Is that really a magic trick?
If it buys us time, it's magic enough.
Before long, the last of the juice is gone. Over in the corner of the stage, I see 6 more empty containers. 6 more huge containers, all likewise empty.
Oh my gosh, Cheery's gonna need to use the bathroom pretty soon.
It's shocking to think that she may have drunk all 7 of those things dry. The audience erupts into sincere applause, like they've forgotten what the original came here for. Which is a good thing!
Yeah.
Cheery comes back to the break room, positively drenched in sweat. As compared to you?
No.
That would be you.
I think I should have stuck to doing imitations for a little longer. I do declare, no, that was fantastic, Cheery. Just fantastic. Thanks to you, we have enough time to get the burning hammer back.
Smiles profusely.
Alright, now's the time for the main event. Cheery, go out there and guzzle down some burning hammer. Get yourself all drenched in sweat. Got it? Aye, aye, boss. And Tama just go up there, smile all big, and say, this helped me lose a bunch of weight too. Got it?
Got it.
Good nail then.
Yamagashida gestures to a man I hadn't noticed before. He's been waiting quietly nearby.
I don't know who this is. Of course, begging your pardon, miss.
It's the service rep from the rental shop. Proceeds to try to get me out of my mascot suit.
Masamichi Fukuma, employee of Far East Costume Rentals, the only son of company president Shigemichi Fukuma. He is one of the few people who know what Shigemichi looks like, as his father is usually clad in a rabbit costume. Masamichi has harbored a strong dislike for both his father and mascot costumes ever since the old man showed up at school on Parents' Day one year dressed in his inevitable rabbit suit. Nonetheless, the son has acquiesced to his father's wishes, and someday he'll inherit the family business. Poor guy. Oh, that's odd.
The rental guy tilts his head.
Yeah, what an afro indeed. What's the matter? Yeah, this is a no-go.
The rental guy pokes his finger at the back of my suit.
This here zipper, it's all jammed up. It's gonna take a long time to get this thing off. What the hell?
Mr. Yanagashida clutches the side of his head. The rental guy tries tugging at the costume from various angles, hoping to free up the zipper, but like he said, it's no use.
It's no use! Meow.
Rental guy's eyes widen at the sudden sound of the cat's mewling.
Was that you?
He looks at me confused.
Did you hear a cat meowing?
Yes.
Was it you?
No, not me. I'm as surprised as he is.
Must be hearing things.
Mr. Yanagashida and Chewy don't seem to have heard anything.
Bah! I do declare just my luck. I finally find a cute model and the crowd's never going to see her. Hey boss, the customers are gonna leave if you keep them waiting much longer. What do we do? Want me to go out there and do some more impressions? Chiriko's repertoire of impressions. A sea lion yawning. A harbor seal hailing a cab. A walrus reading sutras. A fur seal who can't reach the itchy spot on its back. A stellar sea lion taking a nap. No, we don't have any choice. Tama, you're gonna just have to go out there dressed like that. Are you sure? Oh, wait,
Are
no.
you sure I am?
If those people go home, we're done for. Just get out there and get started. I'm counting on you two. I do declare, ladies, terrible sorry to have kept y'all waiting.
Chewy and I spring into action on the stage.
But now I'm proud to introduce you to the worldwide sensation that is Burning Hammer, the latest product from the West that has taken the diet world by storm.
Every seat in the house is packed. That means there's about 40 people here. I just like looking at all the different expressions they have.
Yeah, they all look very unimpressed.
Well, they've been made to wait for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
We only need to sell 5 bottles to each customer in order to sell out.
I like that you can see, what's his name?
Minorikawa
Yeah,
in the background.
Yeah,
yes.
you can see Minorikawa standing over there.
I'm hit with a sudden jolt of motivation. I'd like to explain just how this revolution... Oh, it's you.
Allow us to explain just how this revolutionary new diet drink works its magic.
Plans for me to describe how the drink works, and the Chewy will demonstrate it with a taste test.
Isn't each bottle like 50k yen or something? I don't remember how much they were selling it for. All I know is that it's enough for her, like, if like they successfully do it, then by the end of the day, she'll be able to buy the necklace she really wants.
All eyes are fixed on us. God, that music's so good. I begin. For the first time in human history, you can drink a single bottle and lose a whole kilogram. Just drink and drink and burn that excess weight away. Astonished gasps rise up from the crowd. Just take a look at this marvelous red liquid. It's totally not blood.
Yeah.
Even looking at it makes you feel like you'll be shedding weight, right? And not pissing blood. Here's how a burning hammer works. It burns you from the inside. It activates the capsicum found in chili peppers.
The primary spice component of chili pepper is said to be effective for improving blood flow and stimulating the burning of fat. Because it is a severe skin and eye irritant, it is also an ingredient in some forms of pepper spray for personal defense.
I pause to take a deep breath before continuing. And rapidly breaks down the triglycerides responsible for causing obesity.
Though the term is frequently used in recent years to simply refer to the state of being overweight, obesity in the clinical sense is a medical condition involving interrelated health issues including excess body fat, hyperlipidemia, and hyperglycemia. Individuals suffering from obesity are at high risk of complications such as coronary heart disease, diabetes, and sleep apnea.
Again, the crowd hums with excitement. This response is better than I could have hoped. We're off to a terrific start. Now, this young lady here will demonstrate Burning Hammer's effects before your very eyes. Cheery steps into the spotlight. Just wait till you see how much she sweats. Proof that the fat is being burned right there on the spot. Cheery holds a bottle of Burning Hammer up high.
Cheers!
She opens the bottle, however, one of the women in the front row speaks.
Hold on, she's already sweating pretty hard.
She's right, she is drenched in sweat from head to toe. Of course she is. She was just doing a whole load of shit.
Yeah.
Another woman chimes in, suspicious.
All that juice drinking from earlier, that was all just to make her sweat like that, weren't it?
She was more meant to have an Osakan or country accent, but sure. All of a sudden, the crowd is in uproar. No, not at all. Drinking Burning Hammer makes you sweat way more than this. I rushed a towel of cheery sweat for her. Go on, hurry up, drink it down. Cheery's face screws up unpleasantly as she gulps the bottle down, and the sweat doesn't come. Why is it working? Exclaimed the audience, momentarily forgotten.
Guess I've already sweated out too much.
Wow, why were you sweating so much?
Oh no. Look, you were taking forever at the 100 yen shop!
The crowd shifts from uproar into riot. Fuck. Did she just say 100 yen shop? Gallon customers begin to close and we're gonna die.
Yeah.
No, that's not it. You've got it all wrong. Please just listen.
Oh, I
we
can
can
see
see
what.
just what's going on here. The situation has got out of our control. Look, this product is so valuable that 100 yen shop is about the only way we could get it. Uh-oh. I think I just put my foot in it. The customers glare at me, their eyes bright with rage.
Hmm. I have no idea.
Kidding! That's just a joke. Just gotta play this off smooth.
Sour, please. Heck yeah.
I mean, seriously. There's no way you'd find this high quality in a 100 yen shop. Sweat is streaming down my brow. Really now? There's one woman in the crowd. How about we find out? She takes out her cell phone. I know someone who runs one of those stores. Oh wait, let's not be hasty now. Why? What's wrong? Oh, it's just, you don't need to go out of your way like that. You said you were joking, didn't you? So it shouldn't matter if I make the call, right? Well... Ahem. Ahem. I slip into a nervous coughing fit. I'm absolutely sweating bullets inside my catsuit now.
Damn it!
Shouts Mr. Yanakishida as he rushes out of the break room.
What the heck are you doing? Abort! Abort! If you let these people know the truth about this stuff, they'll never buy it.
Uh-oh, now you've done it. Uh-oh, it was you.
Whoops.
Realizing what you just blurted out, Mr. Yamakishida was aghast. Now there really is no saving this, oh shit. The customers descend upon Mr. Yamakishida, their wrath and terror to behold.
I like this shot of all the ladies coming after him. Especially
Yep.
these two ladies up front. They're ready. They're ready to beat him
Yep.
up.
So then it is true. What the heck? What the heck are you trying to... I can't believe you're trying to sell this crap for these prices.
Aye!
The throng goes on the attack.
Help!
Cheery and I force our way through the angry mob, hoping to find some way to calm these people down. Cursing and profanity filled the air. The shouts were accompanied by merciless, open-handed slaps. I get all jostled and tumbled about. My mascot costume takes a bad beating. And yet they somehow still don't manage to get her out.
Yeah.
Finally, the storm passes.
It's all ogre.
Mr. Yanagishita wails to the empty room.
So, boss, about getting paid.
Even Sherry seems hesitant to ask.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen, obviously.
Yanagishita doesn't so much as look up. His shoulders slump further into heat.
I'll take payment in kind then. Mind if I take this burning hammer home with me? Sure, go right ahead. Alright, I'll be off then. Later, Tama.
Sherry picks up the cardboard boxes and heads out.
Oh wait, no, that's you.
Sir?
Oh no, it's actually me. Sir?
It's the man from the rental place.
I believe you still owe me for the costume rentals. Oh, right. How much was it again? Well, given the severe damage, I'm afraid I have to add the full cost of the cat suit to your bill. Your total comes to 200,000 yen. Was it 200 yen? No, sir, 200,000. Sorry, I can't hear it all. I think I might have ruptured my eardrum. 200,000 yen, sir. Okay.
Yanagishita takes all the cash he has in his wallet and gives it reticently.
That's only 20,000, sir. I'm afraid this won't cover it. I understand that, but I don't got no more than this. Don't got no more, sir, please, you're not a child. Then give me a discount, make it 20,000. Instead of the 200 you owe? You know I can't do that, sir.
Mr. Yanagishita refuses to back down.
Ah, that's right, insurance. I got insurance in the event the suit wound up damaged. No, you didn't. No, I did. You did not, sir. No, I did! Then where's your paperwork to prove it?
Yanagishita calmly claps a hand to his chest.
Right here. The paperwork is here inside my heart.
The rental guy clutches the sides of his head in exasperation. And believe me, I feel his pain.
You know what? Never mind. I'm going to leave this to my boss. Shikamichi Fukuma, president and owner of the Far East Costume Rentals, notable for the fact that he's usually wearing his favorite rabbit costume. To Shikamichi, his costumes are like his children. If he were to hear that one of his suits had been ruined, he would probably never forgive Yanagishita, adding to the man's already considerable list of enemies.
Turning his back on the ruins of the sales diamond, he slumps his way out of the room.
I'm surprised we're still going.
Now it's just me and Mr. Yanagishita. Please try not to let it get you down so much, sir, I say, as cheerfully as I can muster. He's already down on the floor, a sobbing mess.
I do declare you wouldn't know what it's like to feel so utterly hopeless.
I think I might have an idea, sir. In fact, I'm sure of it.
At this point, there's nothing more I can possibly do.
He slumps forward, trembling like a willow tree. Things will turn around soon enough, I'm sure.
You don't know me like I know me. There's not gonna be any turnaround not after this.
Okay, now this little pity party is starting to piss me off. You know, if you think you're the only person who's had a run of bad luck, you are dead wrong. I wind up shouting the words louder than I intended. Mr. Yanagishida whips his head back up.
Yikes, where'd that come from?
I need to tell you something. My pent-up emotions come surging to the surface. I have an amnesia! Yanagishita's eyes go wide.
What?
Can't remember anything from before this morning.
In short, amnesia. Amnesia can have a variety of causes. Psychogenic amnesia is caused by stress or psychological trauma, whereas in endogenous amnesia, a powerful blow to the head causes physical trauma to the brain. In the latter case, memories and other normal functions frequently return once the cranial nerves recover.
My name, how old I am, where I live, none of it.
I wonder if... Could Tama be Maria?
I would much rather be in your shoes, sir. Mr. Yanagishida looks at me with a hint of disbelief.
So where did you get the name Tama then?
I thought of it when I saw the Tamagoyaki in those lunchboxes.
Aha! Tamagoyaki Tama. I get it.
Claps himself on the thighs as if he's had some big eureka moment.
But wait, how come you lost your memories?
Well, I don't know for certain, obviously. I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure I took a hard blow to the head. When I came to, I was inside of a storehouse with a massive headache.
Okay, I'm starting to really think that this may be Maria, like stuck in a cat suit. A storehouse.
A surge of vertigo washes through me as I recall waking up in that strange, dim place. Yeah, I'd just gotten out there when you flagged me down, sir.
Huh, really? So it is pretty unnerving then, not knowing who you are?
Sounds like it's taking it seriously now. Yeah, it sure is, but it's not going to do me any good to just fret over it. Besides, I've got a clue.
What sort of clue?
It's a necklace I saw in a knick-knack shop. The same place I found the burning hammer. Somehow I know that it's important to me.
And so you took this job so you could afford to buy it?
I nod. course, now that the job is ended in a total bust, I've lost my shot at getting it.
Okay, then.
Mr. Yanagashida removes a shoe, then yanks out the insole.
This here really is the last of my money.
He pulls out 20,000 yen, adds it to the other 20,000 from his wallet, and thrusts it all toward me.
Here you go. That includes the reimbursement for the burning hammer you picked up.
I pluck up 2 of the 10,000 yen bills between my fingertips. I actually didn't have to pay for it, so the 20,000 we agreed upon is fine. But how about you, sir? Are you going to be okay? Like, after all this?
Compared to your misfortunes, mine are nothing. They might send me up the creek without a paddle, but I'll bounce back somehow, I'm sure of it. And then...
Clutching his fist, Mr. Yanagashida gets a far look in his eye.
And then one more time, I'm gonna go see a bride fight.
My jaw nearly drops. Bride? Like the martial arts pub?
Wait, you know about Bride? Man, I've spent so much money at that place.
Wow, it is a small world.
Especially that Miku. Hee hee hee. I wonder how much she has made me spend.
Miku, huh?
And yeah, I am Cuban right now.
I'm pretty sure I just accidentally forced her into retirement. I decided to keep quiet on that front. Yeah, maybe do that.
To be honest, the reason I borrowed out that money was to pay my tabs at that place, and I had to borrow from some pretty shady sources too.
I can't help but suspect that this poor guy got a real raw deal.
Why don't you take that mascot costume with you?
Huh? I mean, I don't really need it.
No, no.
I'd like to get out, honestly.
Nah. No, I insist. Take it with my blessing.
Sure, I'll be on my way then.
Out in the hallway, I passed by the man I'd noticed earlier, the one I didn't recognize. Oh wait, no, that was you, sorry.
Out in the hallway, I passed by the man I'd noticed earlier but didn't recognize.
Oh, nope. I still can't jump. Maybe I have to go back to his route and play some more to be able to jump.
Maybe. Odd, the sales demo is over. I wonder why he's still here. I give him a faint nod. He nods back before slipping back into the demo room. I should keep my fingers crossed for the guy. At last, I'm back outside the building. I feel bad about not returning the catsuit to the man from the rental place. Still, I can't just wait around town wearing this thing. I'll stick out like a sore thumb. I figure it's best to just leave it behind. Then it dawns on me, hold on, I still can't get this thing off.
I'm gonna say it's not worth the struggle. A popular folk etymology.
Staying in the bag.
Yeah. A popular folk etymology asserts that the expression, let the cat out of the bag, comes from the unscrupulous practices of certain farmers who would sell a pig at market only to deceive the buyer by surreptitiously swapping out the purchased porker for a cat. The likelihood of anyone mistaking a cat, even one inside a bag, for a pig is, however, extremely low, let alone the likelihood that enough people would fall for such a scheme to warrant a phrase referring to it entering the language.
I figure I'll head to the knick-knack shop as is.
Hey, keep out. So I think we'll stop here.
Yes.
But yeah, I think that for Minorikawa, I probably have to, go through his stuff some more so that then we can actually utilize the jumps. Because I think if we just hadn't gone far enough in this. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at here for now. But thanks for hanging out, Lulu.
Each.
Thanks for joining once again. This chapter is definitely a lot more complicated than the previous ones. We're definitely getting to a bit more complicated gameplay stuff here of like trying to get through a chapter. Like it's actually becoming like a little bit more than just jumping from person to person and actually like struggling a little bit to find the next place to go to. Also, heck yeah, as you're gonna start a ruckus, let's go. But yeah, I'm excited to see more. I think probably next time we might finish this hour, who knows, and move on to the next one. We'll have to see. But yeah, making progress in unraveling more of the mystery. I'm definitely intrigued to see more as time goes on. But yeah, I'm wondering if Tama is actually Maria. Like, she was kidnapped. They realized they kidnapped the wrong girl because they actually needed Hitomi. And then Maria, like, escaped her kidnappers. But she lost her memory. And now she's stuck in a cat suit. That could be what's going on. Don't take too many ibuprofen. Yeah, I know. Don't take too many ibuprofen with Akechi. I'll try. I will need to take some, though. Otherwise, I won't survive. But anyways, thanks for joining everyone. Thanks for joining Lulu and Azure and Adam and Rolf. I love you all very much.
I love you all both.
Let's see who we shall rate. Oh! CB is like playing Crow Country, which I plan to play at some point. That's also on my wish list. So let's raid her. And I love you more, Azure, and that's a fact. I'll fight ya. For real, for real. And I'll see you guys probably next Saturday for more VNI stuff, and then next Monday for maybe this or something else. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. I love you all, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.